Okay, so the recording is on. Just some housekeeping that most of us are used to by now. Uh, for our YuZoom,
You're not muted.
we'll all be muted to start. And as we go through and provide some updates on things, if you want to ask some questions in the chat, we will try to answer those as we go along. At the end, there will be time for some Q&A where we can unmute and ask questions. Um, we will record this so that we can share it out later by email. Uh, and we will go ahead and get started. We will start with our land acknowledgement. And I can go ahead and say that. We acknowledge that Yuba College sits on the unceded land of the Nishnong people. We recognize their ongoing connection to this region and commit to amplifying their voice to pursue federal recognition. We offer our respect to their elders and to all Nishnong people of the past, present, and future. I will now hand it off to President Dotson.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Jeremy. It is great to see you all. A couple of updates from me, starting with my safety update of the month. We do have our fall drill coming soon. We are going to be doing an earthquake drill this semester. So it is important as we approach the time for that you review the process and procedures that we go through for earthquake response. It's fairly basic. You're going to exercise the drop, hold, and cover briefly. In case of a real earthquake, you're going to wait until the shaking stops and then look around and see if anyone needs assistance. And then you'll evacuate the building and meet at your assembly point. For the drill, we will rehearse the drop, hold, and cover, evacuate. The building POCs will clear the buildings and they'll meet you at the assembly points and give you instructions to return into the buildings. This is a great time to remind you it's incredibly important that you sign up for our Catapult emergency alerts, which you can do on our website, because we will be kicking off this drill through the Catapult system and you'll want to have those notices as they come through. For those of you who haven't seen yet, we did send out an invitation to a budget development process training. Irma Guzman and I are going to be providing that training. The idea is to walk you through the timeline of how that process works and to provide you with information about how requests for funds get into our college's request to the district for next year's budget. May seem like it's a long way out to start right now, but the process itself is a few months long. And then the process to go through governance is actually a few months long before we submit the request to the district, which is typically due at the beginning of April. Looking forward to as many of you as can join us for that training. Also, and I know you keep getting reminders from me, but innovation applications are due on November 7th. We're hoping to have a number of projects this year that we can take a look at and consider funding. You should have seen an invitation from the Yuba Community College District Foundation for our Night of Scholars. This is an opportunity for us to recognize our student scholarship winners. It will take place October 17th at 6 o'clock in the cafeteria here, Yuba College, Marysville, Building 300. Tickets are available until October 14th, and we hope you will consider joining us. Many of you are aware that we are getting ready to have a transition with our Vice President of Student Services. And today is actually Dr. Teresh's last YuZoom. We certainly are incredibly grateful for the time that Tanya has given to us, the knowledge and the skills and the leadership that she has provided. She has worked incredibly hard to advocate and support all of the functions in student services and to contribute to making Yuba College a better place. She will be incredibly missed. And we do hope to have an opportunity to celebrate her a little bit later this month. But since we had this opportunity, I wanted to make sure I said something here. We do have an individual who has been put forward for board approval and hope that she will get approved by the board. That's Carissa Morehouse. Carissa will then start working with us on October 14th. and will be here until we name the permanent VPSS. She will have some time to kind of cross-train with Dr. Tarish, which is great. Not everybody gets that before Dr. Tarish leaves us the week after that, the week of October 23rd. I do want to just make sure that I mention we are starting to outline the timeline for the permanent VPSS hiring. We've spoken with Student Services leadership team, and we've established some sensing sessions around a position profile for the VPSS, and are looking forward to getting some feedback so we can use that position profile for the recruitment process, get the job description posted and the position open the 1st of January. I also want to take a quick minute, and give some big kudos to the team and Student Services that planned the College Information and Transfer Day fair. The sun was out, which was incredible, but the work that went into it all came together so very well. Just about 30 colleges joined us that day, about 45 programs and areas here at Yuba College. More than 700 high school students, more than 150 Yuba College students were all here. Equally as important, 225 pizzas were ordered and handed out at a pace that no one knew pizza could be handed out and eaten. For that and many other reasons, it was a really incredible day. So to the team that planned that, and we have a list that we plan to recognize at the board meeting, thank you for the work that you did to bring all of those people here and to continue to share the Yuba College story. You are appreciated, so thank you. With that, I'm going to turn it over to my partner, Darla, who is going to give us a Caring Campus update. Darla?
Hi, everybody. So since Riley's out, I got elected to do the Caring Campus. Convocation and the name badges went amazing. Riley did a great presentation, and we got these fancy new shirts. So if you didn't get one, you can still get one if you reach out to Christy Page. She wants your ID and the size that you want and your name, and you can just email Christy for that. And we're still giving out name badges. If you haven't gotten a chance to get your name badge, you can get one here on the Marysville campus in room 305. And I'll put the link in the chat for you when I'm done so that you can fill out the form. And we're also getting name badges at Sutter, which is amazing. So Monday, Wednesday, 8 to 10, 2 to 5 p.m., 5:30 p.m., and then Tuesday and Thursday from 10 to 1. So if you haven't got it, get yours because they're really cool. Coming soon. So we are going to be doing some open houses in the spring. So if you want to showcase your area, please look out for those signups and sign up. We've had several in the last semester, and they were absolutely amazing. So take advantage of that. And you're going to be seeing some engagement circle posters going up around campus. So make sure you kind of look out for those. And we're also looking into getting a Caring Campus certificate for Yuba College. And we're looking to expand our membership. We're trying to find somebody in district or Sutter campus classified staff. If you're interested, you can reach out to me and I'll get you connected. And we meet every third Monday via Zoom. So it's a great time to just get together and think about ways that we can reach out to the students and really kind of make them feel like they belong. So if that's something that's on your heart, please, please, please reach out. All right, that's all I got. So now I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Brown.
Thank you, Darla.
Welcome.
So for some general instruction updates, this isn't really an instruction update, the whole college update, but the ICER, our Institutional Self-Evaluation Report for Accreditation, there was a draft that was sent around. We got some feedback, not a ton, but we got some feedback and have incorporated that feedback. We're still working on finalizing all the evidence linking, but the feedback has been put into the final draft. We're hoping to get that sent around for the kind of final review and approval through governance, through Academic Senate and College Council very soon. So look for that. The spring 2025 schedule is complete. There are some important dates up here. So we've got The open to view, the classes will be open to view for students November 4th. General registration begins November 12th. 16-week courses, so those courses that start 2 weeks in, those that we plan for that, those will be open to registration on December 23rd. They start January 27th. Start of spring term is January 13th. Those courses that we intentionally plan to be second 9-week courses for students who show up late and may need a full set of courses, those will open for registration January 21st. And they will start on March 17th. Summer fall 2025 scheduling is in process. Faculty, you should be already working with your scheduling administrator. If not, reach out to them. Instructional reorg, I shared the details about that at the last meeting. If you want to see it or if you have questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to reach out to your scheduling administrator. It was on the Academic Senate agenda for the first review of it, just to get some initial feedback last week, I believe, and then I'm going to be at Academic Senate tomorrow, just to kind of hear some additional feedback and answer any questions. Any feedback you want to share with your dean or director or with Academic Senate, or just reach out to me directly. That would be much appreciated. So with that, I am going to hand it off to Dr. Harlan.
Hello, everyone. I just wanted to give you a small update of a couple things with YC Tutoring. The first thing I want to do is really promote faculty office hours. We made a beautiful flyer. We sent it out to directors and deans to encourage your faculty to maybe use some of their office hours in our centers. We do have a few faculty that do this, and it has been pretty great. And it's nice to have that extra opportunity for students to see you outside of class and build those relationships outside of the classroom for support for the students. So please, I'm just opening up officially Sutter Center, Marysville. If you would love to spend or like to spend some of your office hours in the tutoring centers, you are more than welcome to come. We will welcome you with open arms to do that. Another exciting thing that has happened was we had winners for our raffle. Anna, Constance, Devon, Esme, Giselle, Aiden, Joanna. Both campuses had hosted a raffle to where students could win a sweatshirt. They basically had a bookstore gift card, or they could win some swag or school supplies. And so we had several winners on the next page. I thought it would be nice to share some of their photos with you. Yeah, so this is the smiling faces we get to see come through our tutoring center. One of our tutoring centers had over 300 entries for a raffle, so that was really nice to get that engagement, which is a part of our AMP, is to increase the engagement with students. So this has been working for us, and we're so appreciative of you sending your students, if you're faculty or in another department, to the YC tutoring. Next, I want to talk to you about the Center for Innovation and Excellence. Center for Innovation Excellence is offering a brown bag lunch. We're trying to bring that back to have some really just lunchtime with you and engagement about a topic that we feel that would help students. We're going to present active reading with one of the faculty members. We want to invite you to come to room 1170. This is going to happen November 1st. It is really a good time for us to get together and learn new ways to support students and improve our student academics. So I want to invite you to come to that. It's in the back of the 1100 building, and I'm looking forward to seeing people there. And maybe we'll also have some treats as you bring your lunch. The next thing I want to mention to you has to do with professional development. So you have seen this email. There's going to be 2 more coming out, one this week and one in a couple weeks, and that will be our last big push for professional development. This means professional development is happening in the spring from January 7th through the 10th. But these 2 QR codes here, they do work. I try them myself on the screen. If you use the first one in blue, this is really saying I would like to present, and here's my topic. And we just review that as a committee or tri-chairs, and we contact you afterwards. I have had people already put their names in, which I'm really excited. So the list is working. We have a nice, good list going right now. And the next QR code is really for, I'm not ready to present, but I really have some ideas of things I would like to see. The sooner we get those ideas in, the sooner we're able to match people to maybe who have some expertise in that area, or to maybe look outside of the campus to fill that. So I just want to encourage you to maybe right now use your phone if you can, or look for the email, and there's links in the email, and submit something that you would like to see. I can't promise, but we will try our very best as a committee to fill that. That's all I have. Now I want to move this on to Eliana.
Thank you, Dr. Harlan. So I'm actually here representing the LEAD committee. I'm a member in LEAD, and we are excited to do a kickoff event for the Book in Common. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be in the Marysville campus library lobby, and we're gonna have displays up explaining what it means to do a Book in Common. We're gonna talk about the book, and we'll be there between 1 and 2 to kind of have those conversations with staff, with you guys or students. And the displays are going to be up until Friday. So if you can't make it for our kickoff event, please feel free to stop by and check out our displays. Okay. So yeah, we'll see you on October 16th from 1 to 2 in the library lobby. And next up is Dr. Teresh.
Hi, everybody. So this is about midterm, and now is the time that students may, if they haven't already, this is a stressful time of the year for students. And so in student services, we just wanted to remind you of a couple of ways to refer students for support that they may need. So students who may need some mental health or behavioral health resources to deal with school or life stressors can receive support through our 24/7 timely care virtual care, as well as on campus a couple of days a week. We have Harmony Health providing behavioral health. And so that information is available at our website. Also, we want to remind you that students have access to basic needs support, such as assistance with food and housing insecurity, referrals for childcare, transportation, things to help them be successful in school. So please refer them to basic needs. And then we also ask that everybody remind students, now is a great time to remind students about the things they can do to prepare for next semester. Sometimes it's difficult for students to think about next semester already when they're in the throes of this semester. And as the semester counts down, they'll be focused on finals. But there are some things that they can start doing soon. Making sure that they have an educational plan on file. So they should meet with a counselor, either in general counseling or in their special program. They should work on clearing any holds that they might have. So that could be academic probation from a past semester or perhaps past due balances. And that their priority registration dates for spring should be posted near the end of the month. Students are receiving this information via email. Things will be posted on social media, Canvas. But word of mouth sometimes is the most effective for students. So we appreciate you, each of you in your work with students, helping to prepare students to be successful now and to think about being successful later. So with that said, I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Zong in counseling.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just have two announcements to share, or updates per se. Just adding on to what Dr. Dodson mentioned on behalf of the planning group and committee, I just want to thank all the staff and faculty here at Yuba College and everyone who helped supported the College Information Day and Transfer Fair. Whether you were, with the theater facilities group and, there the day of passing out pizza, the effort and support is truly appreciated. We were able to garner a lot of feedback from the high school participants and current college students and staff. So it would be very helpful for us to move forward with next year's planning. So thank you for that. And then the second update I just wanted to share with the community is our annual high school counselor conference. So this is something that we host annually to our high school partners within our service area. So we invite them to Yuba College and basically provide, it's a day-long conference where we provide updates, discussion topics, information about what's changed, what's new here at Yuba College with our processes, and allow time for our high school partners to ask questions. And it's really a great time to build connection with them and maintain the rapport so that possible prospective students can get the service that they need to Yuba College. So just wanted to share that that's something that will be happening. And so with that, I will pass it off to Marcy Lane.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. First, I just want to let you all know that we're hosting our annual Disability Awareness event tomorrow, October 3rd, in the quad area of the 300 building, and we'd love to have you all join us. This year, our theme is Breaking Barriers, and we focus the event on how we might help dismantle the barriers that students with disabilities face as they access education on our campuses. It's a collective opportunity for us to stand together for diversity as we learn and engage with one another to create a welcoming and safe environment for all. Our community disability support organizations will join us again to share about their resources, and many of our YC student services programs will be available to talk about the services that they have available for students as well. As usual, there will be fun activities, there will be raffle prizes. We'll have free Subway lunch, and this year we're introducing free Kahuna Brothers shaved ice. So please consider spending your lunch break with us. The second thing I want to bring today as a reminder to faculty that as you receive accommodation notifications for students in your classes, please make sure that you provide a confidential space for any conversations between you and the student that might be necessary to coordinate the accommodation. Part of our obligation under disability law is to protect students from disclosure of disability status in front of a classroom or other students. So I just ask that you please be cautious about this. And I know that sometimes a student may bring up their accommodations in front of others. And if they do that and you ask them if they'd like to discuss it in private and they decline, then that's one thing. But if you are initiating the conversation, please arrange to talk during a private office hour or after class with no other students around, through an email or on a private Zoom or phone call. It's also important to note that if you have a challenge with an accommodation that has been approved by DSPS, please contact us to discuss it. Putting a student in the position of having to justify why they've been granted an accommodation is out of compliance with disability law. And we know that with so many policies, disability law is hard to keep up with, and we're always happy to help you understand the regulations that guide our decisions. So that's it for DSPS. Thank you for your time. We hope to see you tomorrow at lunchtime. And now Mukta Sharma will provide our Academic Senate update.
Thank you, Dr. Lang. For Academic Senate, we discussed 10+1 issues, district services, and employee morale with Chancellor Pan when he visited our Senate meeting, approved minor updates to board policies and administrative procedures. We provided feedback on the first draft of ICER that was shared with us, and we are currently understaffed with YCAS president-elect on leave. We have 19 full-time faculty committee vacancies in curriculum committee, college council, lead, DE, and EMP work group. Please contact James Gilbreth if you are available, willing to volunteer. James has been doing an awesome job informing everybody about the vacancies. And there's a form in the email that you can fill out to join the committee, or you can just email James directly. That's all I have for Academic Senate, and I'm going to hand it over to our Athletic Director, Eric Burns.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm going to get into our fall sports. Can I ask that we go to the next slide? The next slide. There's our next month's worth of activities on campus. We're excited we're about a month in for our fall sports, which means that's when we're about to start our conference play against our conference foes. We're hosting volleyball tonight in about an hour, actually hour and a half. And in the next few Wednesdays, we'll have volleyball hosted here. Women's soccer just got their first win of the season. What's super sweet about that is it was against Woodland. Woohoo! So, and then we also have a couple football games coming up. I recommend all of our sports are starting off a little slow, but if we get our fans out there and supporting our teams, I know that'll liven them up and get some extra oomph out of them. Also want to give a shout out to Sean Melton, who was our announcer at the last football game. Did a fantastic job, absolutely killed it. I hope he's our new permanent announcer. He did such a great job. Can we go back a slide, please? Basketball starts next month, so we're excited about basketball and the couple seasons that we'll have with them. The schedules will be out very soon. They are on the Outlook calendar, and so we're excited about the basketball season. It's October, so obviously it's time to start talking about Christmas. So if anybody looking for Christmas gift ideas, we have the merchandise and apparel store with logos and Yuba College swag. That QR code takes you right to it. And then the last thing, I put miscellaneous, just in case I thought of something over the weekend after I put the slide together, and I couldn't think of anything else to add. But definitely would love your support. A reminder that with your employee badge and card, you get into the athletic events for free. And so love to see you come out to our games. Also, that list of games and schedules are part of Dr. Dotson's weekly email, which we're appreciative of. And so, yeah, keep an eye out for our events. And so now I have the distinct honor to introduce the district and district updates.
I don't know if I saw anyone from our district office on the call.
I may have distracted them with my hands.
Might have. That might have confused people. If there is anyone from the district, please stop me, but I'm going to check now to see if there's anyone from our bookstore. I did not see anyone from the bookstore either. So we're going to move into Q&A. Anyone have any questions?
Bookstore, since there is no one from the bookstore. So for spring, how do we make sure they know we have an OER book? This, but yeah, I'm asking.
Yeah, so you submit your OER book the same way that you would submit your regular textbook through the same process.
And then it will automatically go on to the spring schedule?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not a separate procedure. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I also have a question about the bookstore. Is there a deadline to submit? I'm sure there is one. If it was shared already, I apologize if I missed it, for the supplements. Is there a deadline by which we have to submit supplements to the bookstore?
For like the printed material?
Yes.
Yeah, there is a deadline, and for some reason, I'm not usually on those emails. Our deans and directors typically are. Do you know if do any of our deans and directors know if that email went out yet? I'm sure it had to.
You know, Jeremy, it's not ringing a bell right now, but let me look for the bookstore.
Sonia Horn, right?
I'm not recalling having seen that email.
Okay, I'm going to check in. Sorry, Denise, go ahead.
I just said I haven't seen it, but I miss things sometimes, so.
I'm going to check in with Sonia Horn and check to see if she has sent that, if not, when she's going to send it, and then I'll make sure it gets out to everyone.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yep. Any other questions? Well, we'll be on for a couple of minutes if there are any other questions. Otherwise, thanks everyone. Have a great rest of your week, and see you at the next YuZoom. I'm sure before then, but at the next YuZoom if not. Bye.